Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denise's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trending, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
Shameless Plug.
Hello, and welcome to the Shameless Plug podcast. I am Deneen Akana.
And I am Denitra Taylor Everett. Hello. Woo! Yeah.
I feel like we've been gone a long time, right?
No, but you know what? We had the holiday. Well, one of the holidays and life, and but here we are. We are back in full force.
Yeah, we are back, and look who else! Look! I can't even get it out. Look who's back!
Wait! Oh my! Wait, what's today? I gotta write this down. This gotta go.
Our engineer, people, everyone, welcome. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Tom Badass. Well, hello, Mr. Tom Badass. You know he don't talk, so he just probably there just showing his picture.
I'm like, well, since we haven't had our sound guy, I guess we got to clap it up for him since he is back. So we get the hand clap.
You know what? Nope, I'm not clapping until he
There you go.
You got to be 3 shows consistent in order to get the hand clap. I'm sorry, because he go in and out, But so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, I was gonna say, did I hear a voice clearing like they was getting ready to speak or something? Like he was getting ready to speak.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He'll be back. Long as he's back there doing the sound, whatever he's supposed to be doing, that's all he needs to be doing. All right.
Tommy's like, what's that book? Where's Waldo? You remember those books? That's Tommy. Yeah. Where's Tommy? Yeah. You just need those type. Oh,
at this point, I don't know, but it's better him here or not here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know either. I don't know.
Please let us know, what have you been up to besides the Taylor? Was it Ty Taylor?
Tailor-made ties. Tailor-made ties. Yes.
Tailor-made ties. Yes.
Tailor-made ties. Yes. So, I again. I've had a little bit more time on my hands. So, I started, following, there's these 2 women and one is B. Angela. I think that's her name. I'm going to have both of their names, but they are phenomenal women that are over 40. And when I say they are the epitome of style, oh my gosh, these women are beautiful, and they wear these tailored suits and these vests, and I'm like, this is the style I always loved, but I never thought I could pull it off. So I started making these ties, and now they've grown into bow ties, and I'm like, I'd be rocking these with a I call it preppy, my preppy style. So I'm in my preppy style era and I am totally okay with it. So business suits and, vest and, collared shirts and everything. So I'm becoming me.
Hey,
I'm becoming me.
nothing wrong with that. You have found you. That's
Yes.
wonderful. I
Yes.
love it. I
Yes.
love it. It's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you. And so this is one of the ties. These are the bow ties. These are the bow ties that I am now working on. But this one mine. I'm not this was, I think I posted it's okay that I buy me my own tie. So this one is mine. I'm not selling this one. But if anybody wants one, I can replicate it. But this one right here, as soon as I take it off, it's going in my stash. So
Oh, okay, okay. Now, if anyone wants to reach out to you to get a tie or a bow tie, where would they go?
really easy. So I have a page called Tailor Made Neckties. It's on Facebook. You can also reach out to me at on Facebook, Denitra Taylor Everett. Just DM me and let me know that you want a tie. Let me know color, what style you're looking for. Or also you can email me. The email address is DTaylor 1076 at gmail.com. So reach out to me and let me customize a tie for you. They are not just for women. I make them for the men too. Men, y'all don't have to keep with the same old plain ties. Can
Right.
customize a tie for you too. So men, women, children, heck, even your little doggies, we do ties for the pets as well. So, so just reach out to me and let me know. And I will make you guys a tie. Enough about me. What have you been up to? Which I got to get my planner because I got to write everything now that we're going to be doing in 26. So I got to have your planner so I can write everything down that we're going to be doing in 26 in that planner.
I'm going to print out your planner this weekend because it takes a couple of hours. It might be about like an hour and a half or so to print. That's if I print it at home, but I'm gonna print it at home. So yeah, so I'm gonna print that up, and that should be going out to you. If I don't get it in the mail Saturday, I'll get it in the mail Monday.
That is totally fine. I got everything written down on regular paper. I'm going to transfer it over because 26 is going to be huge for us. So
It is, and I mean, I feel like I've been busy all year, but I've like really, really gotten busy the last 2 months. You know,
yeah.
um, as you know, everyone should know. Denitra and I are part of a academy,
Mhm.
Coach John Screenwriting Academy, and as part of that, being a part of that academy, he sends out query letters to
Mhm.
producers, writers, actors, actresses, and stuff like that. Basically letting them know that you are either a screenwriter for hire, you have a screenplay to sell, or fully or funded. So he kept saying, the holiday season, get those holiday screenplays in, holiday screenplays. So that's what I did. And I was telling him I was working on. He's like, "Well, what about the pitch deck?" I was like, "Well, the pitch deck is almost finished." Like, "Okay, finish the pitch deck." So I finished the pitch deck. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to send it out in your bunch of query letters this weekend." I was like, "But the screenplay, I haven't started the screenplay." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." Oh, baby. He sent it out like that Saturday or Sunday, and someone replied and they wanted to see the script.
Yes.
Coach going to tell them on Monday that they will have, no, it was Tuesday, that they will have the script by Friday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't written a word. Okay. So I was busy, 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 but I did it. I did it. It was done by Friday. It was
Yeah.
done by Friday. Oh my God, by the grace of God. And
Awesome.
so I've been doing that. He's still been sending them out. And so far, it's been like 8 people have been interested in this screenplay.
That is
So
awesome.
yeah, we got to keep our fingers crossed, praying that,
Sure.
someone, actually comes through and do something. Um,
They will. What did
so
you say?
so I actually wanted to have a meeting, and so Coach and I had a meeting with this guy, and so he was telling us that he's basically the part of like once everything is settled,
Yeah.
like you have your actors, you have this, you have that, but you need the money. So he's into helping raise the money, and he's about giving back to the community and helping people. And so he wanted to read. He's like, he was like, listen, he said, give me your best two screenplays, and no, he said, I think he said one, but I think Coach had talked him into two. He was like, give me your best two that you have. And so I sent that to him, and then
Hmm.
I actually sent something. I was like, you know what, I appreciate that, but hey, the screenplay, the holiday screenplay, which is Swipe Right for Love by Christmas, I said, that was the one that really caught your attention. So, since you said you was in a good mood and, the holiday spirit, I was going to send that one aside. So he was said that he was going to find people to read them and get back to me, with honest feedback. And I was like, yeah, I welcome that. Definitely welcome that.
That's
So
awesome. Oh
yeah,
my
so
gosh.
that was cool. Just responding back to the inquiries, the query letters are interesting and fun. You got to keep it real. I know Coach had responded to one, and it was asking about funding. It was like, listen, he responded like, I'm broke. I am a broke screenwriter. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He told me, he said, be honest.
Listen.
Don't try to sugarcoat anything. Let them know you are broke. You're either trying to sell it or you want it to be fully funded.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah.
what it's about. So I've been, busy with that. And then, of course, I've been doing my TikTok thing.
Yes.
And what else I've been doing? I mean, I feel like I've been doing so much. The
You
TikTok is about my
haven't.
school. So I've been, having, being on my school and showing people things about Canva and how to create passive income. So I've been busy. I
Yeah.
literally have been busy, and I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. I like
Good.
it. So
Good.
I am
Good.
ready. Yes, I'm like you. I am ready to start writing in my 2026 planner as well. You
Yes,
know,
it's gonna be an awesome, awesome year. And we got an awesome, awesome guest tonight. Oh, excited. I'm so
we
excited.
do, we do, we do.
Um,
So
mm,
tonight, guys, we have Alan D. Gray Jr. of Black Gold Comics. You know what? It's amazing how I did not know how many Black comics there are, on this show. I think this is like our third or fourth one.
Listen, I just to on the sidetrack. I'm working on something with a couple of comic creators, so be on the lookout for that in 2026. I'm working on something. It's some talented, independent artists out there. So yeah, this is our third one, and you know what? Let's just get to it. I was
All
just
right,
excited.
all right,
I
all
was
right.
just
Let's get to. Okay, so Alan D. Gray Jr. is the visionary creator and publisher behind Black Gold Comics, an independent comic imprint dedicated to bold storytelling and Black-centered representation. Since launching in 2019, he's been building a powerful universe of original characters and narratives that speak directly to the underrepresented communities while still hitting with Main Street comic fans. His breakout series, Grimbone, has been turning heads on the Comic Con circuit, earning
excited.
praise for its striking visuals, strong world building, and authentic cultural energy. As both artist and storyteller, Gray controls the full creative process from penciling and inking to final layouts, ensuring every panel reflects his passion, precision, and commitment to excellence. Why can't I say that? Why can't I say that word?
Excellence.
Yes, excellence. Why can't I say that word? Black Gold Comics has grown into a four-figure creative studio, offering highly quality comic illustration, character design, and storyboarding services while continuing to expand its own universe of original titles. Gray's
Mhm.
upcoming collaboration with Masterpiece Publishing on the Blade of Artheria
Etheria, yeah.
Arthurian from the team behind the graphic novel A Ghost Named Ray is further proof of his rising influence in the indie comic world. Whether connecting with fans at conventions, building new worlds on stage, or partnering with other creators, Alan D. Gray Jr. is not just making comics. He's leading a movement in independent storytelling through Black Gold Comics, where art, passion, and storytelling unite.
Mhm.
Woo! Wow. Well, let's welcome to the stage Mr. Gray. You think Tommy would do that?
Hey,
Oh, that was right on the beat, right?
Right on the money.
Wow. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
what's going on, everybody?
Hey, how are you? How are you?
I'm straight. I just got off work. You know how that go. So
Yeah, we know how that goes. Know how it goes.
Listen,
You couldn't tell. You look very refreshed.
yeah.
I'm about to say, we couldn't tell you just got off from work.
And
I think you might look a little cold though, but that's okay.
yo, it's really cold out here. So like,
Where are you?
yeah, I'm in Arkansas now.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh yeah. Say no more. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get every season out here. So
Yeah.
Oh, I know they gotten snow already.
it hasn't started snowing yet, but it usually starts around January around here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm in North Carolina, so we got a little sprinkle of it.
Oh yeah. I grew up in Charlotte, so I know how it go.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. They done shut everything. Everything was shut down yesterday and
Oh,
some of today. So
You know, Charlotte get 5 inches. It's over with.
and the is up in New York, so
Oh
used
yeah.
to that. Used to that up
we
there.
haven't gotten any, so just don't. Let's not talk about
Not
it.
yet.
Yeah, we ain't gonna speak it in existence. We ain't gonna do that.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
they've gotten some upstate, but no, in the city, no.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Mr. Gray, you've been busy, huh?
Yeah, this year been crazy. This year's been crazy.
So tell us about this year.
Well, I heard the intro, man. That makes me feel so professional when I hear people say it.
It is. Listen, we don't know. When we're in the midst of doing things, I always say when we're in the trenches, we don't see everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
So when you got somebody reading off acclimates and things that you're done, you're like, man, I really did do a lot.
Right.
On the
Yes.
history.
This year, because technically Grimbone I did last year.
Okay.
Because funny enough, with Jonathan, it was supposed to be like a collaboration.
Yeah.
Because I collaborate, I was pitching him ideas. Because like, yo, we together just come up with an idea. I came up with like 6. So like Grimbone was just random. And I really liked it. So when he said, nah, I want to do something else, I was like, I'm stealing this mine. This mine then.
I know that's right.
Hey bro, whatever we think of something else, but I need that.
Okay.
Tell us about Grimbone.
So Grimbone, because a lot of the stuff I always worked on was really dark. So like Grimbone wanted to do like something like for kids. So like the thing was like, yo, I wanted a book where the parents can read it with their kids. Like not like some Sesame Street stuff, but like, you know, I can leave my kids with this and I don't gotta worry about seeing nothing crazy. But they're still getting a pure action shonen battle manga type of thing. Like it's still a legit comic book without babying them. But I want to give them a good manga without it being comic book. But I wanted to give them a good comic book without it being like, you know, all this adult stuff. Like, you know, like so yeah, Grimbone was supposed to be an action comedy, it's supposed to be like Boondocks kind of, where like it was just random stories. But I kept doing it and I was like, y'all really like this because it's like an excuse for me to be like silly.
Okay. Gotcha. Yep.
So like there's a lot of fighting, but like the kids' enemies are like dangerous and stupid. Like the arc now is like they fight these demon roaches.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Did you say demon roaches?
You said demon roaches.
They're demon. The just the general premise of Grimbone was I wanted to take like can I give y'all a synopsis real quick?
Yes, please.
All right, so Grimbone was basically supposed to be, there was a war between heaven and hell. All right, and that war came, and when that war happened, there were things Grim Reapers. Grim Reapers existed like wild animals, kind of, not like people. So these Grim Reapers died, and humans took on their bones and took on the powers of Grim Reapers to cease the war, so they don't destroy the whole world and whatnot. So the remnants of that world, the parents protected for years, and the story just follows their kids.
Okay.
So the kids are living in this world where like there's basically been a ceasefire for all their life. But it's like, so that's in the background. What it follows is just the kids going to school, making friends, but then they may have a teacher who's a werewolf. They got a classmate who's a ghost, because spirits live amongst people. So like, if you die, your spirit will just be walking around until you die to pass on or not. That's what Grim Reapers are there for. They help souls transition and stuff.
Yeah.
The story just follows the kids wanting to be like their parents, but then what their parents didn't handle right kind of bites them in the butt. So I kind of wanted a story about kids facing the consequences of their parents not handling their business. And
right.
Pay for that.
Okay.
So like, it's an action comedy, but when it gets heavy, it gets heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I'm like 5 issues in now. It's on my Patreon. It's been the funnest book I've ever worked on, because it's the first one I put out on my own. And after this, I'm going to put out every story I thought of. Grimbone's just the first. So did a Comic-Con, you know what I mean? Salute to Media Blast. I've been doing interviews and podcasts, and yeah, this year's been crazy with that, legitimately.
That is awesome. So tell us about your first Comic-Con that you did. Like, what was the vibe? You know, what was your experience with it?
I did the Comic-Con. It ended weird, but like that first day was like crazy, because I'm the only guy doing comic books there. Everyone else is like trying to sell knickknacks, and like they trying to sell like posters and whatnot. Like I had my own comic book, so a lot of the people coming were like, "Yo, we're here for comic books. Like it's Comic-Con," and they're like, "Oh, you got comics?" So I sold all my stuff that first Comic-Con. So
Nice.
yeah, I made my money back. I said, "Yeah, I'm winning."
That's awesome.
Definitely.
But after I did that, I think I was planning to do more next year. But I'm a guy who like, I really like making comic books. So like after Grimbone saw how people did this, okay, I want to go make my other stories. So I haven't done one other than like, I was planning to do one at the end of the year, but you know, I want to create stuff. And sometimes like, and then I don't got the money to be buying all these copies to go to Comic-Con. So I did 1 or 2. And then I went back.
I understand.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but that's good. Because you getting yourself out there, and B, you don't have to do like 5 and 6 of them a year. You know, sometimes all it do is take that 1 or 2, and people are like, "Yeah, I remember you. You know, I know such and such." That community is huge, but then it's small. And they're like, "My friend bought your comic book at the one you did at such and such." So it's such a network within the Comic-Con world, you know. So you don't have to do like 5 and 10 million of them, because they do get a little pricey there. They do, but you know, at least you've had the experience of doing one as a vendor. So to get yourself out there, I commend you on that.
Yeah, definitely. And I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got some questions for you. So, Denise, you want to start?
Of course I do.
I know you do. Go, girl.
So how do you decide what stories, themes, or characters belong in the Black Gold comic universe as you continue to expand it?
Interesting. With kind of Black God comics, I don't believe in like one connected universe. I believe in like the imprint being just a collection of my stories. Like they all have the same gods, but they're not connected to each other. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yo, you won't see this character jump in that character. I always thought that was kind of corny. Like it'd be like a character that's like in a Mickey Mouse book, and he pop up in a Batman comic. Like that ain't never make. That ain't never make no. You know what I mean?
Know what? Damn.
You can make it work.
Okay.
Like you can make it work, But
well, let's go. Let's stop right there. And I only say that because that was one of my fun questions that I was going to ask you later. But since we kind of like got into
This is
it, I
hard.
have to ask you now, right?
Yep.
So my fun question was going to be, if you could have any Marvel or DC comic character cross over into your comic book, which one and what episode would it be about?
Marvel or DC?
Yes.
All right. It would be DC for me, and it would be Darkseid.
Okay.
Oh.
DC had a book back in the day by Jack Kirby called The Fourth World. Like, this is a deep cup of comic book lore and stuff, but Darkseid was supposed to be a Thor villain, but Jack Kirby fell out with Marvel, so he went to DC.
Yep.
He took the fourth was a Darkseid, Orion, and all. So I've always loved the Fourth World stuff. So when I see Darkseid, I get super excited. That's my favorite villain in comics. If I ever could introduce him into a story, I do have one story which is basically gods throwing hands with each other. And
really,
yeah, it's in the stash. It's technically my biggest story I have in the stash because like a lot of the stories I have already drew out.
Yeah,
I like ink them, but like they're penciled out just because I get bored at home. I just, be working on stuff, and then yeah, so that Titan Odyssey is a story I have in the stash, like because my main character is like a god. Darkseid was always like somebody like if he would fight a DC villain, it would be Darkseid. Like
okay, gotcha.
If I ever could.
Okay.
All right. So I got my fun question off early.
You sure did. That was good. That just like really tied into, that was a good path to go down.
Right, because he brought it up, so I have to,
Yep.
I have to. So, you go, girl. You go.
Okie dokie. So I got a question for you. It says, how do you balance cultural specificity? I can never say that word, with universal themes that resonate across your audience?
That was always a weird balance for me when I'm telling the story. Obviously, I represent Black folk, you know what I mean? Like, especially in genres I don't feel we're in a lot. So that's why I do so. Like, action comedies. Like the next book I'm doing, Blood Fade, is like a vampire epic, like a medieval vampire story. Nothing but brothers and sisters. But I don't do it in a way where like I'm trying to draw from like, I want this to be where like, yo, man, we're gonna represent hip hop in this. It's like, no, this is still a medieval story with characters. There's still a lore here. I don't want them to be like the mouthpiece of every cultural trope in our community.
Yes.
And to be natural, like, hey, like the girls are hiding out from this thing and Shorty's getting her braids done because one of the characters in Blood Beta, her tribe braids their hair a specific way.
Yeah.
So she, like, while they're chilling, she's just getting her hair braided. Like, it's not like it's just regular stuff. Like, I just want it to be natural how I show us just existing. Like, I don't have to explain why there's Black people fighting vampires. I don't have to explain why this superhero is here or why there's Black people with samurai swords. I don't have to explain that. And that's how I do it. Like, I don't hold Black people's hand like, oh, we need a Black book where, you got to speak to this, speak to that. No, we just want to read a good book.
Exactly.
I agree. Sometimes it don't have to be that deep. It'd be a great story without it having to be that, oh, well, this is because of such and such. Well, back in our time, back in our ancestors, we don't have to. Sometimes it's just a good story and it don't have to be that deep.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my thing. Like, the thing matter, like, I'm never going to not, speak on certain things in the community. But at the same time, sometimes, hey, man, I'm watching this specific character and their specific struggles, and I already like the character. They already look like me. I don't need to sprinkle any, like, I don't have to do extra. I'm already, you know what I mean? So that's the balance I keep. I'm like, hey, I just want someone to like it first. Like, I just want to like it first. Yeah. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I always feel like sometimes, we always seem to be the community of people that we have to explain stuff. Like, why we always gotta explain everything? We don't want to always explain everything. Why we can't just go with the flow? Let things just, I'm going off on a rant. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna reel it back in. Sometimes I don't want to explain stuff. Just want to, it's a good story. It's a
I'm a
good
rant.
story.
You're perfectly fine. I'm a rant.
Okay, that was my question. What you guys says?
Before I go to the next one, I want to give a shout out to Cheryl Harris is watching, and Passion Hanford is sending love, and she's watching.
Hello. Thank y'all for watching us.
So I read this, and really want to ask this question. You handle the full art process from the penciling and the inking to final layout. How does having total creative control shape the message and final look of your work?
I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it. I'm a big person I like to take my time with a story too.
Mhm.
When I got into comic books, I learned to process it because I don't trust somebody else with my stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I want
Mhm.
when I started, like everyone wants a team. I wanted an inker, I wanted someone to do the. I was gonna always do pencils, but like an inker, a colorist.
Yeah.
But I never found one, So like I just had to learn this stuff. So, but when I'm learning it, it's like I learned how to ink in a way that complements my pencils. I learned how to color in a way, and even when I went to digital, so I could color it and make it look professional, a little at least clean, right?
Yeah.
I had to learn how to do it in a way that still complements my pencils and my inks on paper, so it's not looking like a different drawing on my when I scan it.
Yeah.
So like you see Grimbone, people think a lot of it, a lot of it I drew on paper, even though it's, you can see the shading and stuff. A lot of it I draw as much on paper as I can. And as far as sequencing, like the scenery of pages and whatnot, I just like to have that control because I like to make things as cinematic as possible. And sometimes only you know how you want it to look. So I've
Right.
always got full control of telling my own story because like I see stories in my head all the time, and the fact I could put them on paper, I think that's been a blessing in itself in all this. That like I
Mhm.
ask nobody if I want to do a story. Like Blood Vader just started one day. Like, yeah, I really want to do this story. I'm gonna do it now. And I just started drawing, and I got like 10 pages done already. Like it's just
What's up? Yeah.
So, but
That's awesome.
I need you to explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old, because it really is, because I'm not into comic books.
okay.
I read the Archies and all of those back in the days. All these new ones now, I have no clue. All right. So when you say penciling and inking, exactly what is that?
Oh, okay, all right. So, just the basic combos 1-on-1. Penciling is like just the pencils. Like most of the time, penciling is basically you just giving the outline of what it's gonna look like. Draw the characters.
Mhm.
It's like a pencil drawing.
Yeah.
Ink is the peculiar part because a bad inker will ruin your artwork.
Mhm.
Jack,
Mm.
and again, him and Dwayne McDuff had a few idols. Jack Kirby had an inker. They used to ink his stuff horribly in DC when he drew Superman. So they kept all his artwork stashed. You can't find his original artwork for Superman because the ink
Wow.
bad. Bad inks will ruin good pencils if you don't ink it right. Because and so if you have a separate inker who, unless they know your style for real, it's like someone else drawing over your stuff. They don't know how you want this line to look. They don't know
Yeah.
how to. Inking is more important than pencils in some cases because inking kind of sharpens everything. It gives it that sharpens everything. Like so, the better the penciler, and you have a real good inker. Like one of my favorite artists is Jim Lee. His inker Scott Williams. But if you see Jim Lee's art with any other inker, it looks butt
Mm.
trash. Like
So the inking is actually filling in the drawing.
yeah, it's bringing out certain aspects. Like I may draw something in pencil and it's a little rough, like maybe the eye ain't all the way straight or whatever. But when I ink it, I'm straightening it out. Like that's kind
Gotcha.
of I'm refining everything. So when you ink it, you do that, and then at time people usually have a colorist and a letterer, and the letterer is basically who puts the words and the bam, boom, pow in the word bubbles.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a specific art form, like emphasizing certain words, choosing the right font, the sound effects, making sure it flows with the artwork, so you're not blocking out artwork with the words in the right way. So
Right.
It's a process, and it's especially in an independent artist, we have to learn every process. Like I know if y'all met other comic book artists, they have to do everything if they're on their own.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it takes a second, but once you get your speed into it, you appreciate it, because then when you do work with other people, I actually can direct somebody on inking my stuff a little bit. Like, yo, don't be over heavy on this when I already, you know what I mean? I make my shadow work deeper, but don't be making the line work, look all cross-hatchy, and now I look like my man got a 5 o'clock shadow and he a 12-year-old boy. Like it's so yeah, so those having a good inker to me would have been cool, but I think if you're independent, it's better just to ink your own stuff.
Okay.
Gotcha.
How long would it take you to do a story?
It depends. Like Grimbone, it's 19 pages each issue, so like in a month I could do 19 pages, and then on a good, because I then I do stuff for other people, so I'll draw for my man James Marsh series Yonder, and I was man Caleb Lashley, two of his. So at one point I was drawing 3 books at one time, and yeah, I was drawing 3 books at one time, and same thing in a month I got to get him his issue, I got to get my man his issue. Like I was working on Grimbone and finishing the artwork for Yonder for my homie, so I was working on Grimbone and doing like 3 issues for that, and I finished all of those in 2 months.
Wow.
And have a 9 to 5, right?
And I got a 9 to 5, so like luckily I work from home, so while I'm at work, I'm at work.
Gotcha. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. I'll be on the clock, so that's the reason I'm able to do it like that. But even still, I don't know. That's just me. Like if I wasn't doing comic books, I don't know what else I'd do with myself. But yeah, in about a month I can get a lot done.
Okay.
That is awesome. That sounds about like us as screenwriters. We are working for ourselves, and we mostly independent, handle everything. So I totally can understand that. So the idea of having an anchor, that basically means that you have to have a great relationship with that person. Like they have to know your style of things, and so that way they know, okay, well, I know how Alan wants this done, so let me just go ahead on and do it. So you got to have a really great working relationship with that type of person.
I heard you guys talking a little bit about the screenwriting thing. Congratulations, by the way. I didn't,
Congratulations to me. Yes.
Yeah, and I think with screenwriting, I always compared doing comic books similar to making a movie. So because pretty much it is like you write a script, you storyboard, you work with people, collaborate, and again, I love working with people. I think that's another thing. I really like creating with other people. So like I like the fact y'all screenwriters is awesome, because like this is the first interview I've gotten like story writing specific questions. So I'm like, yeah, I'm digging it.
Us as screenwriters, we love a good story now. We really do. We do. So that's perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. I got a question. I had a question. Where to go? Here it is. When you're this is my fun question. So when you're in creative mode, what is your go-to snack or ritual that keeps the ideas flowing?
I ain't never told nobody this. So like, I used to play a lot of video games, and like I used to hear like the music when you fight bosses and stuff, right?
You and Danina be best friends.
Yeah. And so like I was into rock music, the heavy guitar stuff. So it would get me super energized. So I think of fight scenes. So when I really want to draw something, I put on my headphones, I'll just walk. I'll go on walks. And like, so I'll walk around just listening, because in my head, I'm using the music to storyboard it. Like, so like I'll put on like Devil May Cry 3. He fight this big Cerberus thing. So like this cool rock song to play all the time. When I go on my walks, I put it in because I think of a lot of my fight scenes, and You know, if it's a darker song, I think of darker story elements. If it's a lighter song, I think of more of the happy go. So the music helps me get in the mood of what I'm gonna work on.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
So
That
like,
does.
yeah, and then you know I'll be walking. You know, sometimes I'll be walking for about an hour. So like it's like my exercise in a way. Like before I jog one.
Hey,
Got
killing two birds with one stone, right?
Gotcha. Speaking of which, I'm gonna run a rabbit trail because I don't play video games too much anymore now. But like, I was a Nintendo kid, you know, back in the day. So anything Mario, Legend of Zelda. So I know that music when you about to fight the boss. And that is not the music that plays nowadays on video games when you about to get to the that music is different. And the first time I actually heard like music and I'm like, oh, I know this song was Grand Theft Auto. To hear the music that we listen to and it's in a video game. So that's as much as I can talk on video games. I'm still old school. Give me an old school Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and I'm happy. I leave that up to y'all with all this new stuff, especially Denise with what she be playing. I
don't play games now. I play this stuff from back in the day, but I was
so me and you gonna be good friends. Sorry,
yeah,
Denise. Sorry, Denise. I gotta take your friend from you.
I play Final Fantasy and stuff. So like
I know that one.
So Final Fantasy past like 6 to 7, they have full orchestral scores. So like full orchestras playing their soundtracks. So like, man, I'm playing a game. I'm like, dog, this is like final battle music. I download that on my phone. I'm walking. I done invented the whole world, like kingdoms and whatnot, because the music's epic. Like
yeah.
See, when I play, it's funny because I was playing the other day, and I'm like, I gotta turn this music down. Like, I can't hear footsteps. I can't hear this. I know. I don't want to hear the music. I don't want to hear the music.
Yeah, because you be focused. You be trying to get whoever it is you got to get out of your way. So you be focused.
I gotta survive the gas, man. I gotta survive the gas. The gas be coming real fast.
I don't got time for no tunes and no.
Right. No. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it.
She be in the zone with her surroundings. She don't even want to hear the cricket out in the field. She just
shooting games, huh?
I play Call of Duty, yes.
Oh yeah. You don't need no music for no Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But I think that's true. Well, I know for me, I'm like the same way when I'm writing, like music could make a world of a difference. You know, like Janine's she's working on a holiday script. So, and I'm working on one myself. So I find myself listening to like Christmas music now because of the fact that it's a holiday script that I'm writing. So yeah, I think that kind of rolls the way a lot of screenwriters do as well. Music can really make a difference with your writing. So I can understand it with anything that you're sketching and drawing as well. So that's what's up. Okay. All right. You got a question, Denise?
Of course. Your upcoming collaboration on the Blade of Etheria.
Blade of Etheria. Yeah.
The Etheria is generating excitement. What can you share? I live in the hood, so you have to excuse the siren and whatnot.
No judgment.
The ambulance.
I know, right?
Somebody called the ambulance.
You always say, when you in the hood, you hear it, but you don't hear it. But let it stop where you live. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta see where they're going. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure it ain't too close now.
Exactly. As long as it's like you hear it, it gets loud. As long as you start hearing that fade, but when it's loud and it doesn't stop. Okay, wait a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you gotta look and see what's going on outside.
What's going on in the building, right? Okay, so let me start over. Your upcoming collaboration on the Blade of Etheria is generating excitement. What can you share about this partnership and what it represents for your evolution in the indie comic world?
I can't reveal much other than ideas he told me. I did some brainstorming, but if you're into like something that's like high fantasy, like a homage to like he showed it was a video game he showed me of like a medieval type of game where like someone get like a sword and they're in a different world or something like that, but it's a brother and sister dynamic.
Okay.
they both get like this super sword and stuff. We've touched on ideas about it, but like that was a general premise of being like a kind of a Legend of Zelda type of thing. You know what I mean? Just again, you know, just showing us being cool, not explaining why black folk around here, and just having us be cool, swing around magic. I had an idea for he's still writing it out. Like you can't give me a premise like that. I start brainstorming. I'll make my own story and stuff. So, but John is what he's told me. The ideas he's had is dope. I just want him to iron it out so I can actually talk about it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Now, I mean, this is a good question. How do you sleep at night? Meaning, do you dream about your character? See, like me being a creator, you know, and I tell people it's a gift and it's a curse because I feel like my brain never shuts off.
Okay.
All right. I can go to bed at night and I'm asleep and still thinking about, oh, I should create this. I got to create that. So I'm not really getting a good night's sleep because my mind is still going. It doesn't shut down.
Hot wired.
Right. So is that the same for you? Like when you go to like, how do you sleep? Like, do you just like shut it all out and go to sleep? Or, you know, does it creep into your dreams and things like that? Or do you wake up in the middle of the night like, oh, I got it, you know, like
it's a bit of both sometimes. Like if I'm tired, I'm just I'm passed out. I'm just done, you know. But when I really like an idea and I go to sleep, like I knew Grimbone was that sauce when like I was really thinking of the fights I was planning for the series. Cause like I know Hero things sound funny, but their battle against him at the end is like the craziest thing I ever put on page. Like when I go to sleep at night, I'm seeing these kids battle this, you know, insectoid like creature in like some massive chasm. The city's collapsing around them, and they're trying to escape while fighting. So in my head, I'm seeing the craziest fight scene in existence. So yeah, sometimes sometimes I'm in here playing for like 8 hours. But so it's 50-50, I say for me. Like it never keeps up. Like I just wake up randomly. Like something stupid to happen while I know I'm about to wake up. Like the character starts saying like, "Hey, you need to get up. We gotta go to school." Huh? Oh.
Well, before we do anything else, Jonathan is on. Hey, Jonathan, I'm looking at all of your messages. So Jonathan said, hey, he also said, let's see. He said, Jim Lee did those 90s X-Men comics and the Wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. And he also said, shout out to James Marsh. He is in Blacktopia as well. And yes, I definitely need to have Alan on the upcoming documentary. So Alan, me and you gonna chit chat.
Okay.
And let's see what else he said. He said, when you draw Blade of Etheria, listen to the boss music on Valve's 3 for the Sega Genesis. Oh, why does that sound familiar? Anyway, I'm getting lost.
When you showed me the joint, it looked like one of them games.
Yeah.
Back in the day on Super Nintendo. Like I never heard of it, but it looked familiar. So I'm like, maybe I did play it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that when I get off here.
Yeah. Then he also said Breath of Fire, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy.
Oh, I'm a Final Fantasy nut, so I was already going there anyway.
Okay. All right. So, but hey, Jonathan, yes. All righty. Let's see. We got time for another question?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to go ahead with yours? I'll go ahead with mine. Whatever you decide.
Okay, so Grimbone has been gaining traction at the Comic-Con circuit. What do you think fans are responding to the most, and how is that shaping your direction for the series?
I think with most people, when I sent them out to people, a lot of the things they liked was the fact of the family dynamic. Because like the series follow the parents and the kids. So like I told y'all the premise of all the magical stuff, but most of it's just the kids going to school.
Just being kids.
It's super regular. It's just there's random mystical stuff that'll happen. Like, hey, I gotta go to the store pick up something. But then when I go to the store, it's a store full of giants.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
So like their enemies, I try to find stupid things like the demon roaches, and then the next arc after that, they fight unicorns.
Unicorns? Oh my God.
So see, when I step on a bug outside, I say die demon. You already had that in mind. Ah, me and you were there. Okay.
Is that when I take something dumb, I also make it like I played a game called Elden Ring like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring had like these nightmarish boss designs. Like the boss design, these creatures like they look crazy. So like for Grimbone, I wanted the kids to like have these happy-go-lucky, yeah, whatever, and then out the blue they fight this nightmarish eldritch monster for
Yeah.
this reason, mind you. But this is legit like some nightmare creature you see in a horror movie. But they're fighting them because they trying to get off the bus so they don't get caught for being late, getting home from school.
Yeah.
Like so people really like that. They like the how regular it feels, even though it's kind of like because I love the Boondocks growing up. Like I love the Boondocks.
Oh, now,
Oh,
yeah.
So
I love the Boondocks.
the Boondocks didn't have no action and care. It was just fun dialogue with the characters. So like the characters be joking with each other, or like the little brother he sneak and eat food. Even when the roach is like getting introduced, they're only becoming a problem because the baby brother keeps sneaking in the kitchen eating at night. And he ain't tell parents that he's been fighting all demon roaches for months. So when they catch him, they're like, "Why didn't you tell nobody?" But tell nobody he ain't supposed to be up. So, like I try to keep it where like everything. If you have children, you're really gonna like it because
You
it's.
really get it, right?
I'm
And I
like,
think
if you wouldn't be up eating late at night, we wouldn't be having these demon roaches out because you leaving crumbs out. Yeah,
like it's
Makes sense, right?
that
like
makes sense.
so every story I have of Grimbone, I start with a very regular parent scenario and I
Yeah.
make it, and that's been the fun thing. And the unicorn arc's even stupider in terms of like why they're fighting these creatures. And I'm just gonna keep it going. Like I'm just like as silly as possible, as fun as possible, an excuse for the parents and kids. You see the kids' friends and stuff. Like just regular. I think that's what people like about it. Like it feels regular. Then when they're fighting, why is this so intense?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that. Like when they fight, it's real, but like I never want to lose track of this is still an action comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I think people just like how regular it feels without trying to be, like just trying to be a natural story. I think people just like the fact that it just like feels down to earth.
Yeah. That's good too, because if you think about it and you got a kid and they really into this, their parent can be like, see, if you don't leave crumbs out, you ain't got to worry about demon roaches. And then they start cleaning up after themselves. Like, you want to fight demon roaches? Keep leaving stuff out.
That's
Clean
why
up after yourself.
that's
It's
why
a
I did.
moral in the stories.
And the kid be scared to go to the kitchen at night, right?
Yeah, they'd be scared to go in the kitchen at night. That's right.
Think about it.
I ain't going to there.
I'm not hungry. I ain't going to get no water.
If
They
any
see two
first
beady eyes looking at them and they're like, that's a demon roach. I'm going back to sleep.
but the dope thing is that even
Oh,
the first 3 issues I did,
Mhm.
they were going to the museum, and then they go to the museum, but when they're in the museum, someone's robbing it, and
oh Lord.
No.
so while the adults was fighting something outside, they're like, oh, let's go check on the kids. The kids should be all right. The kids are fighting for their lives against their first supervillain, and
Wow.
so like the first 3 issues kind of sets the tone of it. Like it's gonna be goofy, but these things, when the kids fight them, these enemies will kill them. Like this is not like they're fighting like they're still real danger. These kids dying when they fight.
Yeah.
Them. But it's like, why are you fighting to the death because you were stealing paintings and stuff in here? Like it's like the absurdity of it is what I
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
Gotcha.
what's up? I
Okay.
love it. Okie dokie. All right. Oh, so I get the last question today? Okay, I got a good one. Okay.
This is probably
So
her fun.
Picture this.
Her fun one.
Alan,
Yes.
you get to design a Black God Comics theme park ride. What is it called and what is the experience like?
Oh,
That was a good one, sis. That was a good one.
Mhm.
dang, I gotta think now.
Mm.
I'm gonna pick one that just suits the mood of it more than anything.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't even like themes like that. I gotta think now.
It could be
Uh,
about the demon roach. It could be a demon roach ride if it need to be, you
Well,
know.
you got to think about the kids. You know, the kids they boarding on the roller coaster.
Yep.
They're about to go in that tunnel, and what happens in that tunnel?
What do they see?
right, right. I would say, I don't know if y'all, it's a roller coaster that I was in, Carowinds when I was in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
It was called the Borg. Like you laid flat on your back, and it was like one of them loop de loops and all that. But like you
Yeah.
laid flat down, and
Gotcha.
and if anything, I call it that. Like,
Okay.
yeah, that it'd be a ride like that, and
Okay.
it definitely will be grim bone themed, but
Okay.
but it'll probably just be like one of them Borg roller coasters. We got laid flat down, and
Okay.
then like
Gotcha.
Wow.
See that. I can see that. Closest thing I ever got to sound like that was like back in the day, Great Adventures came out with, I think it was like the ride where it's like the Batman where like you're sitting on this little stool and your legs is dangling. I think it was either the Batman or the Superman ride, and you had like we waited for like 3 hours to get on that ride because it was like the first roller coaster where you're not actually sitting down and your legs are dangling. So I can kind of see the laying down on the board type. Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't experience but that's as close as I got. That was like the last roller coaster that I got onto because I was like, you going on a loop de loop and your legs are up in the air? No, thank you. No, sir.
Pass.
I
Yeah,
can't.
no, yeah, that was it for me. That was it. That was my last thrill seeking ride, and yeah, that was it.
Everybody gets their thrills in different ways. That is not mine.
That not
That
me
is
neither.
not mine either. Trust me, I have not been on a roller coaster in at least 40 years. Okay.
Listen, I used to be a thrill seeker. We used to go out to Coney Island all the time and ride the roller coaster out there. That rickety old thing. I was a thrill seeker, but after that, I don't know something. I don't know. The fear of the Lord got into me after that one. I was done. I was like, I'm gonna keep my foot.
Of the Lord.
Fear of the Lord got into me after that one. Yeah, yeah. So I get it.
Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
this was so much fun. Oh my gosh, I had a great time.
Likewise.
I love these are the times, and we go through this every time. But when we love what we do, we love talking to people, and it's just conversations, like great conversations. And I am a comic book fan and fanatic and fantasy, love it all. So I first and foremost applaud you on everything that you're doing. I draw stick figures, and that's as far as my artistic self can go. I draw stick figures.
Make them the
So
best.
to see what artists come up with in the action and to put it all together in a comic or graphic novel, I commend the talent that you guys have. I I wish I had it. Like I said, I draw a mean stick figure, and that's as far as I go. That's it. That's all.
You
That's
know
all
what?
I.
I have one more question. So,
Uh-oh.
what
Okay.
would you say to a parent who's watching this podcast and has a kid, a little kid that, is drawing in that notebook, and it's some potential there? What would you say to that parent that they can, how can they help that child along and becoming a great storybook teller via comic books?
That's a great question.
I'll say just I give my mom that credit. Sometimes it's just acknowledging that they love to do it and just giving them the freedom to do it. Just encourage.
Mhm.
Hey, you can always get better. Compliment them, like encourage them because if they love it early and they got the dedication toward, just like support it. Hey, get them some new notebooks or get them pencils or if he says, hey, I want to make comic books, get him a how to draw anatomy book, like how to draw. Get them some inks. A lot of the stuff that make comic books you can buy cheap from an art store. You can get a big notebook for cheap. You can buy
Yep.
the Walmart. The digital tablets only like $1.20 if you really look. So
Wow.
like when I got my tab, I got my daughter a tablet. So like my daughter, she was in a comic book, but now she was like editing video. She said, I don't want to do all that. That's too much work for me. I don't want a comic book stuff. But at the same time, I supported it. I thought she wanted to do it, but she moved on. I'm like, I just gonna support what she's doing now. As long as you're supporting your kids' creative endeavors and you're just showing support, they just want someone to actually support what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's enough. If he's gonna take it to the stars, he's gonna take it to the stars. But having a loving home with your creativity and your talents and parents who are just encouraging you to do so, that kid is already set up for success.
Right.
Yep.
If you're a parent, just love on them, tell them they're awesome, let them be better. If they stumble, don't beat them up about it, encourage them to go forward, and that's it.
Got you.
Good advice. Good advice. Awesome.
Okay, Alan, if anyone, where can they find you?
Yes.
Pretty much if you type in Black God Comics, Patreon, TikTok, Instagram. I had a Facebook page, I deleted it. In hindsight, I don't know why I deleted it. I just deleted it. Yeah, but I have an Instagram. You can find me Black God Comics. My Patreon's where I got Grimbone and other books I worked on. I got the art for almost everything I worked on my Patreon. So if people want to see the comics I've actually worked on, all the pages are on my Patreon.
Okay.
So, and you can join for free. So you can join for free and join it if you want to support $5. I have a job, so I don't be trying to ask people to pay my bills. But if you want to help, I appreciate it. But yeah, you can find me. Just type in Black God Comics. You'll find me.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, I am one for Patreon, so I will be going to your page and joining. So thank you so much for that info. Anything else before we end that you want to tell the people out here in our podcast world?
Sure. First off, I want to thank you guys for this in the first place.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
So like, I hope you guys get further with your script and your process. I support it. Storytelling.
Thank you.
And if anybody wants to support it, I got Blood Vader in the works. For the adults, this for the adults, right? This for adults. So for the adults who want to get some, if you're in the Final Fantasy and the Lord of the Rings, if you're in the vampires, this is it. This is regular Alan. Like, Grimbone is like happy friend. This is regular Alan. Well, like I can get nit and gritty of like what I'll be wanting to do for a story. I think people are gonna love it. And hopefully I work with more people. So that's all I got.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We are definitely going to have you back. We're gonna do like a whole comic panel something probably in 20. I think she already got something planned like that. So I'm just going to be quiet. Yeah, you're already cooking up something. Yeah.
Yes.
That's your evil grin.
Yes,
Oh,
I am. I have something up my sleeves. Yes.
All right.
26.
Well, thank you, Alan. We appreciate it. You can hang backstage for a second. We're going to close out the show, and then we're going to meet you backstage.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So hang out for a second. Well, that was a good show as always.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you got?
No, I want to say before we go, we definitely have to mention if we had a drum roll.
Drum roll.
I think Tommy fell asleep because we don't have a drum roll. But if we had a drum roll, we will be letting you know that as of December 12th,
yes,
the Squirrel Vision Network. Woo-hoo!
We moving up in the world. We moving on. Oh wait, I bet I saying that. I don't want nobody trying to.
Podcast. I know the Shameless Plug podcast will be on the Squirrel Vision Network. It is a streaming platform. You can download it and then you can just search for us and you will see. I think a couple of our past episodes will be up there starting September 12th.
Yeah, September 12th. Yeah.
Yes, and of course, more episodes will be added. So shout out to Squirrel Vision Network.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh man, We gotta celebrate. We're gonna have to have a party. We're gonna have to have a podcast party for this announcement. We're gonna have to have something big. We're gonna have the big celebration with
Yes, we will.
wine
We will.
glasses with orange juice in it or something.
We're gonna
You
have,
know.
yeah, and we're gonna, what? Why are you going? Well, you might have some orange juice in it,
Oh,
but
mimosa.
yes, but we have to have Coach on that episode because through him
Definitely.
he made it possible. So shout
Yeah.
out to our coach. We will always
Shout
love our
out.
coach who was always looking out for his students.
Yes, he does.
If you would like to be a part of our family, you can always look him up, John Alexander, on Facebook, and you can excuse me, join his
Screenwriters Academy.
Screenwriting Academy. You
Yeah.
know, he had a special going on. He had a Black Friday special. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still have that special, but you sweet talk him. He might give you that special till the end of the year. We only got a couple more weeks left, you know. So you never tell him you heard about it on the Shameless Plug podcast.
That's right. Tell them about us, and if you guys have any questions, and want to talk to us about it as students, we can tell you. We can give you all the info. And we can put you in through with Coach Alexander as well, you know. So hit us up if you have any questions on anything. You know, we'll gladly answer. And you know,
when it comes to screenwriting, pitch decks, all of that, we do all of it.
And not only that, speaking of pitch decks, please let the people know about your pitch deck service.
Well, yes, I know. You know what? I keep saying I do so much that I honestly forget what I do. So I create pitch decks, and pitch deck is basically a video presentation, PDF presentation of your screenplay. And again, when I mentioned earlier how, you know, the query letter goes out, and what happens is if a producer or someone loves your query letter, the first thing they're going to say is send me the pitch deck. All right. Because like Coach says, they're not reading scripts anymore. All right. So if you have that powerful pitch deck, they're going to, next thing you know, can we schedule a meeting? Can we schedule a call? And we have had, Coach has done pitch decks for some people who have led to them, you know, getting their screenwriting plays, all kinds of stuff, you know, getting calls. The main thing is that you want that pitch deck to get a yes. You want them to get a yes. So if you need a pitch deck done, you can reach out to me. You can find me. I'm on Facebook, D.A. Connor. My website is there, or you can reach out to John Alexander. Either one of us, if you need a pitch deck. And that's our shameless plug.
Yes, that was a good one. Yes.
So with that said, people, thank you for watching us. Thank you for hanging us. Thank you for the likes. If you shared it, we appreciate it. And we will see you next week.
Yes. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.
We're starting to close out the year, so you know we're gonna start getting something real good. We got to get something real good, especially that last show for the year.
Yeah, me and you gonna talk because I got an idea.
Okay,
so we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, guys. Thank you. I guess Tommy sleeps, so I gotta play our own intro. All right.
Bye, everyone. Thank y'all so much.
Have a good one.
Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denise's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the shameless plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trend, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name. Shine out, shine bright.
plug